Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Integer, and after quite a long break, it's really good to be back. And I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's if you celebrate. If not, I hope the holiday season went really well for you, none the very less. I come back, and I've got quite a few things to discuss with you while I play Diablo right here in the background. Now, but the funny thing is, I was going into this video and was about to record some footage, while, sharing a few pieces of news that I've got to tell you, expecting to play my monk character that I created a while ago. The weirdest thing is, that character is not even on the on my character list. It pretty much straight up disappeared, and I do not remember creating this demon hunter. Banshee, what a fancy name, huh? We can all be so original sometimes. Anyways, this did not hinder, of course, and without any further ado, let's get on to that news. So, the first thing is that, given the set of circumstances, unfortunately, I will not be streaming in the nearest future, simply because the internet connection that's available in the current flat where I live is so limited. I'm basically limited to 18 megabits per second download and absolutely abysmal 1 megabit per second upload speeds, which means, yeah, uploading whilst or in other words streaming is simply not going to happen. So I am instead going to be heavily focusing on Twitch. Twitch, did I just say that? I meant to say on YouTube, and I've got a few different types of videos that I am really keen on bringing on to you. And those would be, let's begin with the simple ones. Let's plays. Everyone loves a bit of let's play. It's easy to make, it's easy to watch, it's a bit of a filler content that you can just put in the background, don't have to focus too much, and gives me a chance to try a few different games and just post some content on my channel. Plus, you never know, we might stumble upon something really cool, and I'll be trying to find something a bit more interesting. Maybe not as mainstream. For instance, to continue my strategy game playthroughs like Dawn of War, which I very much intend to continue and see it through. Although, given how many expansions that game has, I think about 3 or 4 expansion packs for Dawn of War 1 itself, let alone there's still Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War 3 supposed to come out at some point this year as well. It's quite something, isn't it? Anyhow, also another piece of news that I have, oh my god, this is quite a horde, that I have no choice but to share. Well, it was gonna come through sooner or later. Due to a few circumstances, I had to downgrade my PC, basically sold my old rig, the one I used to stream with, and I built another PC, specs of which should appear on the screen right about now if you're interested. And I thought, what would be interesting to see, given how many games, how demanding the games are these days. It'd be interesting to see how they scale on slightly older or just generally less powerful hardware. A lot of games promise good optimization, but we all know how often that is true, or should I say not true. So maybe a little bit more tech-orientated videos here and there, maybe not too often, but once in a while, to see how newer titles and maybe older games run on something along the lines of my PC. In addition, maybe a few even more tech-orientated, even maybe reviews or just insight videos. For instance, I've had a budget Android phone. Well, it's called a budget Android phone. That was a very weird thing to say. By Wiley Foxmaker, which is a UK-based, if I'm not mistaken, phone maker. And £150 budget Android phone, which really exceeded my expectations and is running just as good as any other flagship smartphone does on day-to-day tasks. So, got a few good things to say about that little device, and plus any other things that may come to mind. Trying not to limit myself completely to only video game footage. And you know, maybe any other things. For instance, if you have any ideas or suggestions, feel free to share, and I'll be happy to incorporate, if feasible, on my channel. So yeah, and also at the time that you're watching this video, you should also have my latest blog post available as well, where I will go in a little bit more detail as to what led to me downgrading my PC, and you know, a little bit more about what happened in this time that I kind of been gone from the surface of the earth. So go check that out. Links will be provided down in the description. Also, I will try to be a bit more active on Twitter as well. So, you know, Twitter, Facebook, social media channels. There's also a place where you can stay track on what's happening to my... I was gonna say channels as in plural, but since Twitch streaming is not really an option, YouTube is pretty much the only place where you're gonna be seeing content from me, unfortunately. But you know, we'll make it do. We'll definitely make it do. So, without me digressing too far, and I'm just trying to kite this horde of zombies to the best of my ability, because my god, I'm not doing a lot of damage at all. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. Dislike button is there as well if you didn't. If you would like to stay tuned to the uploads and other updates on the channels, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I thank you very much for watching. And I will see you and talk to you very soon. For now, have a good evening.